one of my most anticipated movies coming up is Deadpool 3. And there's been a lot of speculation and rumors and innuendo about things that will be happening in the movie. Unfortunately, I'm starting to get a little bit of the Flash vibe where they're starting to do these cameos as fan service. We got rumors of Jennifer Garner coming back as Elektra, fucking Ben Affleck coming back as Daredevil, and now a new rumor is coming up. Wesley Snipes is supposedly going to be reprising his role as Blade in Deadpool 3. Now, take all this with a grain of salt, but what makes this interesting is the fact that Deadpool 3 is kind of in a development hell right now, especially because of the writer's strike, but also because Blade was already previously announced for the MCU with a whole new actor and essentially a reboot, an MCU reboot. So, Wesley Snipes, rumored to be making his MCU debut just as a small nod. Now, this could be cool if done right, but there's already way too many rumors of fan service cameos for me that it's really similar to what happened with The Flash. Now, I watched The Flash. I thought it was okay, but then after a few days of kind of sitting on it, I'm like, you know what? It really wasn't that great of a story, to be honest. At the end of the day, it just feels like they relied on cheap cameos and stuff. And sure, the rumor of Deadpool 3 is that it's going to be involving the multiverse and things like that, but it just seems a little lazy at times when it comes to what they're putting out there. And then you factor in the strike. The strike is affecting production of this movie. So is it going to harm it? Is it going to hinder it? Are we going to get something really half-assed? I hope Ryan Reynolds is at the helm of this. I hope he's very active in making sure that this doesn't screw up. Because a lot of people's expectations are going wild right now. Now, this rumor of Wesley Snipes comes from a scooper that's named Mikey Sutton and his sources at Geekosity Mag. Now, again, take this with a grain of salt, but they said Wesley Snipes will return as Blade in Deadpool 3. According to sources, Wesley Snipes will make his MCU debut as the Vampire Hunter. Now, who knows how he's going to fit into the story? The sources say that it's unknown. But again, the MCU announced Blade has been in development hell as well. That was announced several years ago. It keeps getting delayed. Production keeps getting halted on it. Now this strike is even harming it even further. And this date for Blade just keeps getting pushed back and back and back and back. At this point, it's going to be like a solid, 2 years before we even get Blade to come out? Maybe even 3. And this was after a setup of Blade from the Eternals movie that came out already almost 2 years ago. It's almost like Blade is never going to come to the MCU unless this Wesley Snipes cameo happens. So at this point, why even reboot it if you're going to have Wesley Snipes in it? Just fucking make one with Wesley Snipes, right? Those movies are badass anyway. But again, this will be interesting. But then again, I'm after seeing The Flash, I'm a little worried what's going to happen right here because the film's plot is really unknown at this point, and it seems like at this time they're just gonna have a whole bunch of cameos, and if done right with Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool, it could be good, especially if they have great humor in it and it has a lot of callbacks to the Fox movies. You know, maybe it could be a proper send-off. That's what I hope it is. We got Hugh Jackman in it already, confirmed, yellow suit. Elektra's rumored, Ben Affleck's rumored. Who knows what else we can get? I've seen rumors of Chris Evans reprising the role of the fire guy, Johnny. I don't even remember the fucking name. It's been a while. But you get my drift, right? There's a lot of rumors on here. Who knows? Rumor on the street is that it's going to be dealing with the TVA from Loki, that Owen Wilson's going to be Mobius again in it, and maybe they'll be, traveling through the multiverse and we'll see certain things. There's no confirmation if Loki will be in Deadpool 3, although that would be great. But I'm kind of worried a little bit that they're going to be diluting it way too much with too many characters, too much going on. Maybe it might be a little meta, but then again, Deadpool is meta as a whole, as a character and a franchise. Again, there could be some cool things. I think Ben Affleck coming as Daredevil would be nice. Wesley Snipes would be cool, but I don't know. I think this might be a little bit of a wrench because honestly, I think New Line Cinemas and Warner Brothers Pictures did Blade, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even think that was a Fox property. So how easy would it be for I don't know, I guess this day and age where we had like No Way Home and The Flash and other movies that are starting to do all these crossovers and things of that. I guess crossovers are in now. People like these crossovers. People like the forbidden door of cinema getting crossed. So I just I don't know. I think this would be cool if Wesley Snipes comes in for sure. But this just reminds me that Blade is a movie that's not out yet. That's still in development hell. What do you guys make of this rumor about Wesley Snipes' Blade? Would you rather have just Wesley Snipes reprise the Blade role full time in the MCU? It seems like often at times, I guess Kevin Feige and Disney themselves feel that they need to just stick with what's new and hire new people. I'm even surprised that Ryan Reynolds got moved over. But then again, he's one of the most popular characters from the Fox brand. He's a great fucking hilarious actor. He's basically Deadpool, just like Hugh Jackman is basically Wolverine. And if those two guys got recasted, it would be tough for those actors. I'm talking like how The Witcher's experiencing Hemsworth instead of Cavill right now, and it's getting a lot of backlash. So who knows? A lot of things could change. Again, this actor and writer strike that has happened the last couple months is screwing up a lot of things, and I feel that they're going to focus on cheap pops, cheap fan service. That, yeah, initially, while it would happen like in The Flash, it's cool. I feel that it's going to overtake good writing, and I feel that that's one thing that I keep saying in regards to the writer strike. Like, fuck them. Let them leave. It's not like they've been writing anything of any good substance anyway within the last couple of years. Put some new people in there. Have people write passionate, real good story talents that go beyond just, oh, this guy's black, or this guy's Mexican, or this guy's gay, or this guy's straight. Like, cut out the virtue signaling and cut out the fucking identity politics and stuff, and just have badass characters and badass stories and stuff that really immerses you on stuff. So if they bring Ben Affleck as Daredevil in, and Jennifer Garner as Elektra, and Wesley Snipes as Blade, I hope they at least have a pretty prominent role in the movie. A small cameo or a small little bit for about 10-15 minutes could work as long as it's written good. But let's make it, I don't know, with Deadpool it could be everything. It literally could be like a 2-minute scene of Wesley Snipes and them acknowledging him and him looking at the camera and breaking the fourth wall. So who knows? But what do you guys think about this? Would you want to see Wesley Snipes pop in to the MCU, even if it's just for a cameo? I really hope that the Blade, the new Blade, comes out pretty soon, but we're going to be waiting forever for Blade. Forever for Blade. It's already like to the point where I'm honestly surprised it hasn't gotten canceled. I remember they did the presentation at D23. I think that was where they did it, where the new actor playing Blade came out on stage. They put a hat on his head and they announced it, and the crowd went wild, and everybody's like, oh yes, hell yeah, new Blade. And bless his heart, this individual, his name's escaping the top of my head at this time, but he has some pretty big shoes to fill with the role of Blade. And if you think about it, Blade essentially kickstarted all of these Marvel cinematic movies. I mean, it was Blade, and then shortly after that we had Daredevil and Ghost Rider, and like these early Marvel movies that weren't in the MCU definitely paved a huge amount of the way for the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole as today. And whether you like them or not, these movies aren't going anywhere, and now nostalgia is hitting harder than ever, especially with No Way Home, how we had all the Spider-Man with different movies. We're getting all these ensemble movies, and I feel at times these movies are starting to feel a little too similar. So I really hope that Deadpool 3 doesn't feel like the exact same plot as The Flash. I really, really, really fucking hope that they at least try to be creative with it and fun with it, keep it true to the Deadpool type of environment and humor. I hope we get some good MCU implications out of it. I would like to see something fucking happen. Like, it just seems like the MCU is just rolling its wheels in place for quite some time. So let me know your thoughts, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out.